A stepmother secretly put a little poison into some dumplings and made her two stepdaughters eat them. Their mother had passed away only 3 days ago, and their father had already remarried. The stepmother held the plate of poisoned dumplings and threatened, "Eat the dumplings or get out of here." The two innocent girls burst into tears. A big yellow dog guided them out of the house and led them to a dilapidated old temple. Exhausted, the sisters lay on the floor and fell asleep. Suddenly, they heard voices. They realized a fox and a weasel were talking nearby. The fox said, "This old temple holds 3 hidden treasures. First, the Buddha statue on the altar drips water, and if you put it on your eyes, it can cure blindness. Second, there's a giant snake behind the hill, and its eyes can turn into luminous pearls. Third, the old lady living south of the temple has a son who will become a great official." After the fox and weasel left, the sisters carefully climbed to the altar. They touched the Buddha statue's face and found it indeed dripping water. They quickly cupped the water in their hands and applied it to their eyes. Amazingly, both of their eyesight was fully restored. The sisters left the temple and headed south, following the fox's instructions. Not long after, they arrived at the old lady's house. Crying, they told her everything, how their stepmother had tried to poison them and thrown them out of the house. The old lady felt heartbroken, but her family was poor. The sisters then remembered the fox's words. Her son would grow up to be important. They said, "Ma'am, we have no home. We are willing to marry your son." The old lady immediately agreed, and the sisters were married that very day in a simple ceremony. After marriage, the sisters worked hard and kept the household in perfect order. One day, they remembered the snake's eyes and told their husband about it. The husband, tempted by the treasure, sharpened a knife, went to the hill, and indeed found a giant snake. He seized the chance and sliced off its eyes, quickly hiding them in his calf. Amazingly, the wound healed instantly. Sometime later, he went to the capital for the imperial examination. There, he revealed the luminous pearl he had concealed in his leg to the emperor. The emperor, amazed at its brilliance, conferred upon him the title of Jinbao Wang and sent officials to bring his family to the capital. Meanwhile, at home, the younger sister gave birth to a healthy, chubby son. The elder sister, however, could not conceive. Jealousy filled her heart. She feared the king would favor the younger sister and her child. One night, she secretly took the baby to the cowshed, planning to feed him to the old cow. But the cow protected the child, and that very night, the baby transformed into a little calf. 3 years later, Jinbao Wang returned home in full honor. The little calf saw him and joyfully leapt around. The elder sister, annoyed, chased it away with a stick. The calf ran to the gate of a wealthy household. There, a rich young lady was crying, refusing to marry an old wealthy suitor her father had chosen. She declared she would rather die than marry him. Her father, frustrated, shouted, "If you don't marry him, marry the first thing that comes to the door, human or otherwise." At that moment, the little calf stood at the gate. Determined, the girl said, "I'll marry it," and followed the calf back to the royal palace. Upon entering the palace, the calf rolled on the ground and instantly transformed into a handsome young man, looking exactly like Jinbao Wang. Jinbao Wang was shocked and asked the young man for an explanation. The young man told the whole story, how the elder sister had been jealous and tried to get rid of him by feeding him to the cow. Enraged, Jinbao Wang investigated the truth, punished the elder sister by confining her, and also disciplined the younger sister for helping her. Finally, he personally officiated the marriage between his young son and the wealthy young lady, and the whole family lived happily ever after.